The Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Besançon is a Latin Rite Roman Catholic ecclesiastical territory in France. It comprises the département of Doubs and the département of Haute-Saône, except for the canton of Héricourt. The see is currently sede vacant. From 1034 the Archbishop had civil authority within the Holy Roman Empire as the Prince-Archbishop of Besançon. He gradually lost his civil power to the town council. The city became the imperial city of Besançon in 1184. The city was annexed by France in stages, eventually being fully subsumed in 1792 during the French Revolution. Early history of the diocese. Local tradition states that the diocese was evangelized by Saints Feriolus and Ferruccio, who were sent here by St. Irenaeus, Bishop of Lyon. According to the Catholic Encyclopedia, Louis Duchesne proved that these legends belong to a chain of narratives forged in the first half of the 6th century, and of which the Passion of St. Binianus of Dijon was the initial link. During the Middle Ages, several popes visited Besançon, among them Pope Leo IX, who consecrated the altar of the old Cathedral of St. Etienne in 1050, and Eugenius III, who in 1148 consecrated the Church of St. Jean, the new cathedral. A council was held at Besançon in 1162, presided over by Holy Roman Emperor Frederick Barbarossa, in the interest of the anti-Pope Victor IV against Pope Alexander III. Guido of Burgundy, who was pope from 1119 to 1123 under the name of Calixtus II, and the Jesuit Claude Adrien Nonot, an adversary of Voltaire, were natives of Besançon. Abbeys founded from the diocese. The monastery of Lacoy, founded by Saint Columbanus, gave to the Diocese of Besançon a series of saints. First came the direct successors of St. Columbanus, the Abbot St. Eustatius, who founded a celebrated school in this monastery, the Abbot St. Valbert, who sent monks to found the abbeys of St. Valery, St. Omer, and St. Bertin, and died in 665, the Abbot St. Ingo Freud, St. Donatus, who became Bishop of Besançon, and St. Ansegisus, author of a celebrated collection of capitularies. The Abbey of Leo was founded at the beginning of the 7th century by Saint Décile, or Decile, disciple of St. Columbanus. Later its abbots were princes of the Holy Empire. The Abbey of Baume-les-Dames, founded in the 5th century and in which Gottram, king of Burgundy, was buried, was the school where St. Otto, afterwards abbot of Cluny, studied in the 10th century. At the end of the 8th century there was built near it an abbey for Benedictine nuns, members of the nobility. During the French Revolution, the superb church of this abbey was laid waste. Other saints of the Diocese of Besançon include the hermit St. Aldegran. Later history. St. Peter Furier, who inaugurated systematic education for girls, was born in the diocese. The miracle attributed to the Sacred Host of Faverny during a fire in the year 1608 was annually commemorated by elaborate ceremonies. The places of pilgrimage were Notre-Dame du Chenet Scey, Notre-Dame d'Aigrement, the pilgrimage of Saint Pierre of Tarentaise at Ivry-les-Belvaux, where St. Pierre de Tarentaise died in 1174, Notre-Dame des Jacobins at Besançon, and Notre-Dame de la Motte at Vesoul. Few 19th-century dioceses have undergone similar territorial changes. The Concordat of 1802 gave the Diocese of Besançon all those districts which, in 1822, constituted the Diocese of St. Claude. In 1806, Besançon was given jurisdiction over the 3 parishes of the Principality of Neufchâtel, which fell under the control of the bishopric of Lausanne in 1814. In 1870, After the annexation of Alsace-Lorraine by Germany, the district of Belfort was withdrawn from the bishopric of Strasbourg and attached to the Diocese of Besançon. The metropolitan jurisdiction of Besançon also underwent changes. In 1802, its suffragans were the bishoprics of Dijon and Autun, Metz, Nancy, and Strasbourg. Under the Bourbon Restoration, Dijon and Autun were withdrawn from Besançon, which became the metropolitan of the sees of Saint-Dié, Verdun and Belley. In 1874, after the Franco-Prussian War, the churches of Metz and Strasbourg were exempt, under the direct control of the Holy See. On 3 November 1979, Belfort, Montbellier, and the canton of Héricourt were detached from the Diocese of Besançon and constituted into a new autonomous diocese, that of Belfort-Montbellier. Bishops to 1,000 according to the Catholic Encyclopedia. The catalogue of the earliest bishops of Besançon is to be read with caution. Ferriolus 180-211, Linus, Antidiocese, c.267, Germanus, Maximinus died before 304. Paulinus died c. 310. Eusebius, Hilarius, Pancratius died c. 353. Justus c. 362. Agnanus died c. 374. Sylvester I 376 to 396. Unianus, Phronimius, Desideratus, Leontius, -443. Chaladonius c. 445, died 451, deposed by Hilary of Arles. Antidius II, Chelmagisel, Claudius I c. 517, Urbicus c. 549, Tetradius I c. 560, Sylvester II, c.580. Vitalis I, St. Rodadius, a monk at Lacoy and organizer of the monastic life. Nicetas died c. 611. Protadius 614-624. St. Donatus, a monk at Lacoy, wrote a rule for canon priests in his diocese, died 660. Magetius, Tenacious died c. 680. St. Gervais c. 680, died 685. Claudius II, 685, died 693. Felix c. 710. Tetradius II died 732. Albo c. 742. Wandelbert, Everil, Arnoul, Herveus 757-762. Gedeon died 796. Bernoin 811-829. Amalwin 838-840. Ardwicus 843-872. Theodoric I 872-895. Berengar 895-831. Aemon c. 914. Gontier c. 931. Gottfried I 944-953. Guy 958-970. Gichard, Lutel 993-994, 1000-1300. Hector 1002-1015. Walter I 1016-1031. St. Hugh I of Besançon, Prince of the Empire, founded markets and schools in Besançon. Hugo II de Montfaucon died 1085. Hugo III of Burgundy 1085-1101, son of William I, Count of Burgundy, brother of Pope Calixtus II. Hugo IV 1102-1107. Guillaume I d'Argyle 1109, Minu 1117. Anseric de Montreal 1117–1134, Humbert 1134–1162, Walter II 1162–1163, Herbert 1163–1170, Eberhard de St. Quentin 1171–1180, Theodoric II de Montfaucon 1180–1191, Etienne de Vienne 1191–1193, Amadeus de Tramilly 1197–1220, Gerard I. de Rougemont 1221–1225, Jean I. Allegrain 1225–1227, Nicolas de Flavigny 1227–1235, Gottfried II. 1236–1241, Jean II. 1242–1244, Guillaume II. de La Tour 1245–1268, Otto de Rougemont 1269–1301, 1300, 1500, 1302, 1311, Hugues de Chalon 1312–1333, Vital de Maynard 1333–1355, Hugues de Vienne 1355–1361, Jean de Vienne 1361–1362, Louis de Montbelliard 1363–1370, Aymon de Villasexel 1371–1391, Guillaume de Vergy 1391–1404, Gerard d'Athis 1405–1429, Thibaud Rougemont 1430–1437, Jean de la Roche-Taille 1437–1438, François Condormieri 1438–1439, Jean de Norry 1439–1462, Quentin Menard 1462–1498, Charles de Neufchâtel 1500–1800–1498–1502, François de Busladen 1502–1541, Antoine de Vergy 1542–1544, Pierre de Libaume 1544–1584, Claude III de Libaume 1584–1586, Antoine II de Perronneau 1586–1636, Ferdinand de Rai 1636–1637, François III de Rai 1637–1654, Claude IV de Acqui 1654–1659, Charles Emmanuel de Gorevit 1659–1662, Jean-Jacques Fauche 1662–1698, Antoine Pierre de Gramont 1698–1717, François-Joseph de Gramont 1717–1721, René de Morny 1723–1731, Honoré de Grimaldi 1733–1734, Antoine François de Blitis-Wigig Montclic 1735–1754, Antoine Pierre II de Gramont 1754–1774, Antoine Clérillard de Coissil de Beaupré 1774–1792, Raymond de Durfort 1791–1793, Philippe Charles François Seguin 1791–1801, Flavigny 1798–1801, Demander Antoine Perronneau de Granvelle, the minister of Philip II who built the Palace of Besançon, Antoine Pierre de Gramont who opposed Jansenism and the Reformation. In 1691, he transferred to Besançon the University of Dole. From 1800, Claude Lecoz, a former constitutional bishop who opposed the King Cordat. Gabriel Courtois de Pressany 1817–1823, Paul Ambroise Frère de Villafranca 1823–1828, Cardinal de Rohan Chabot, Louis Guillaume Valentin de Berg, P.S.S. the 3rd of February 1833 to the 12th of December 1833. Jacques-Marie Adrien Césaire-Mathieu, who defended episcopal temporal power, and was a member of the opposition at the First Vatican Council. He opposed strenuously in his diocese the simultaneous churches, which sprang up throughout the district of Montbéliard, where there were many Protestants. Pierre-Antoine Justin Paul near 1875 to 1881. Joseph Alfred Foulin, Marie-Joseph Jean-Baptiste André Clement Fulbert Petit 1894 to 1909. François-Élie Couteau Gauthi, Louise Humbrecht, Charles Binet, Maurice Louis de Berg, Marcel Marie-Henri Paul Dubois, Marc-Armand Lallier, Lucien Dalloz, André Jean-René Lecrampé, Jean-Luc Marie Maurice Louis Bouillerit,